The urgent task force.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Holley, you said that the investigation is, as far as this will end it, was Tim Matthews ever asked to cooperate with your office in furthering this investigation?
At the very early stages, he had an attorney, and once you have an attorney, all communication, of course, goes through the attorney. Yes, sir.
Were there any funds recovered at all, to this point?
No, I guess the answer would be no. The answer is no.
This was all stuff that was logged, all this money had been seized, properly logged into evidence, placed in the safe, right?
It's actually more than that, Jess. It was I guess I would categorize the sums that were taken into three different categories. One would be seizure monies. Seizure monies are different than evidence, actually. And they sound the same and they are similar in nature, but they're actually different categories. Sometimes, for instance, sometimes seizure money comes in a process after the prosecution and is not involved in the prosecution. So that's actually two different categories. But in addition to that, each of these agencies need to have cash as a working capital. It's how we do what we do. And so both of the agencies were funded in different budgets, both the city budget and the county budget, and through different other revenue streams. And those cash and those money would come in, and then it was changed to cash, and it was used in a process that the detectives needed in order to get the job done that they do. And so that working capital was very much a part of our investigation.
What about just money seized? Was there any indication of money not making it, money that was taken as suspected drug proceeds, never making it to the evidence locker, never being logged in, disappearing somewhere between, the dealer's pocket and the police station? Was that something you looked at and something you found?
I can say that certainly was part of the work of the investigation that we looked at. I would prefer not to make any specific comments about the evidentiary matters at this time, but our investigation was quite inclusive. We looked into all of the different revenue streams and the use of the money.
So the seizure funds and the working capital were all taken from the vaults. Is that right?
No, I don't know that would be an accurate statement. It would be more time and more information that I'm inclined to share with you right now. The actual process with regard to the vault. The vault. The vault is used not only for evidence. The cash process that we're talking about here involved a vault both at the Kingston Police Department and at the Urgent Task Force. In addition to that, there are evidence lockers and other processes that we secure evidence. So the vault was only one part of the investigation that we're involved
vaults
in.
and evidence lockers, that's where it came from.
Pardon me?
Vaults and evidence lockers is where the money came from.
Well,
Is where he took it from.
Bank accounts?
yeah.
That
That was certainly part of our investigation, yes. But I would not say it's accurate that was the only area that there were thefts from.
You mentioned three categories. You started with seizure money. What were the other two categories that you...
Evidence and working capital. Okay. Yes, sir.
Was there even a bail suggested?
When he was arrested in January?
Yes.
No, I believe he was ROR'd in January.
I mean, certainly with over $200,000, you don't think that maybe that's a flight risk?
When he was arrested in January, we had only begun our investigation. It's just that we didn't view Mr. Matthews as a flight risk at that time based on the information that we had.
So even at this time,
At this time, we intend to ask for bail. Anything else?
Do you happen to know what day that arraignment will be?
We don't. It hasn't been scheduled yet. We're trying to get it scheduled this week. It's really subject to the availability of the judge. Yes, sir.
So to your knowledge, the drugs that was confiscated, were any drugs
No. Anything else? Okay, thank you very much. On the table, there will be a copy of the brief comments I made initially and the indictment, and if you need more, you can contact our office. Thank you.
Thank you.